Hi everybody, Al Bernstein for the Boxing Channel, here with super bantamweight women's champion Ana Julaton. And Ana, you of course with us just observed the weigh-in for the Lucas Matthysse-Mike Dallas Jr. fight. You have a little personal background with this fight. What do you think of this match?
I think it's going to be a competitive fight, although on paper Matthysse is the more experienced fighter, much more of the veteran. I mean, he's the current interim WBC champion right now. So for Michael Dallas, I think there's a lot of things going for him. That's good. He's younger, he's taller, he uses his footwork and he utilizes it well. He has Virgil in his corner, and I feel like he's a pure boxer. And I feel like with Matthysse' last fight against Josie, I thought he had a little bit of trouble against boxers, although he did capture a win with the TKO. I think it'll be interesting to see Mike Dallas go on and put on a show. So the opportunity's there for him. Hope he takes it.
And you've seen Mike Dallas up in Northern California work in some of the gyms, and you mentioned Virgil Hunter. He is making a difference with Mike Dallas, it seems, in these fights recently.
Oh, definitely. Virgil Hunter, I mean, well-renowned boxer, trainer, and very experienced, and he's worked with Andre Ward, of course, and he's working with Amir Khan, and pure boxers, and I feel like it's going to carry well with Mike Dallas.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to get him to do. And of course, you have to box against Lucas Matthysse because he is so powerful and he stalks you, and if, as you say, might have some problems with boxers, but his theory is eventually I'm going to get you.
Definitely. I mean, I would consider Matthysse as an old school fighter where he fights all minutes of all the rounds. So if he doesn't get you in the first half of the fight, you better be ready in the second half of the fight.
That's for sure. And in the co-main event, Selcuk Aydin, who was up in Northern California facing Robert Guerrero in his last fight, and though he lost, he performed extremely well against Jesus Soto Caras, who is also a warrior. That has the makings of a brawl.
Absolutely. I feel like both of them, since they carried a loss both on their last fight, I think they're here to find redemption, and with their action-packed style, I think is going to put on a great showing.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Aydin is so powerful, and he loves to get on the inside and work, and Cross also is a slugger, but he may have to box a little bit more in this fight. We'll have to see. Now, you have a fight scheduled in March to try and is this a world title match, or is it just a regular match?
We're working out the details right now. I'll be going over to Florida February 22nd. There's a fight card happening that time, and I'll go over the details then.
All right. And you, of course, you want to get back to winning another world title. You were a previous title holder. Many people wonder, you know, for women's boxing is always in a state where, you know, it's kind of in flux. You know, there are a lot of talented women boxers, but they don't always get the recognition and the exposure that they want. And is that a constant problem when you are a woman in this sport?
Actually, I think otherwise, worldwide, for instance, at a fight, internationally, like in one of my fights, I fought in front of 40,000 people live.
Okay.
So I think the exposure is huge overseas. Bringing it over here in the USA, I think it'll start to catapult, especially with the Olympics that happened in 2012. Yeah. We captured a gold medal in Clarissa Shields, and I feel like it'll start bringing that momentum over.
Yeah, you know, I've always found, and I've announced a number of women's matches over the years, what I love about them is, for the most part, when they match it right, women create sometimes more exciting bouts than men because they go longer rounds, there's more flurries, and it's really interesting for people to watch.
Absolutely. It's a different game all in itself. I think it's a lot more explosive only because, as opposed to the guys who fight for 3-minute rounds, women fight 2-minute rounds, so they don't really have the time to set things up. They kind of have to go and think right on the spot. They have a short amount of time, and I think that's why it's so highly competitive. Yeah,
I agree. Ana Julaton, who, by the way, you're going to be seeing here on the Boxing Channel, doing some work for us as well as a reporter. So, Ana, thanks so much for taking the time to help us take a look at these fights.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
Ana Julaton. Now, we want to remind you that stay with us this weekend for coverage, pre- and post-fight coverage of this weekend's boxing here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We're going to give you all full coverage both leading up to and following this match.